I have to apologize. I got new glasses today, and I'm having a hard time finding the new focus point. I'm looking around to see where I can find this thing. But, you know, we heard in the second reading, children, let us love not in word or speech, but in deed and truth. That's what it's all about. If we learn nothing else, it'll still work. If we do this, it's going to be just fine. Let us love, not in word and thought, but in deeds. Let me get the quote right. Let us love not in word or speech, but in deed and in truth. You've heard Deacon Bill and I preach this all year long, but most especially during this Easter season, when we've talked about beginning of life in the moment of our immersion into the waters of baptism, and the way that life has grown in each and every one of us. And now today it will reach a new high with our young people who will make their communion for the first time. They will enter more intimately into a relationship with Jesus Christ that began on the day of their baptism and is leading them forward, pulling them forward, deeper into the believing community, deeper into the world, deeper into life itself. You and I firmly believe that on the day of our baptism, we were presented with a candle and we're told, receive the light of Christ. Receive the light of Christ. Keep it burning brightly. Certainly it will burn brightly in the lives and in the homes of these young people this evening. Certainly it will burn brightly in the life of each and every one of us who today will come forward to receive the Eucharist. Them for the first time, you and I for umpteen times. And yet it's never old. It's always new. Because every time we walk forward to receive the body and blood of Christ, we're different. Our lives are different. The relationship, some of you may have fallen in love this week. Some of you may have met the person you're one day going to marry. Some of you may have lost the person you were married to. Some of you may have seen a new side to a person you've lived with for 10, 20, 60 years. We are different today than we were yesterday or a week ago. And we come forward to receive the body of Christ, always the same, always different, ever new, ever old. Because we do this in word. What makes sense of all of this is not the catechism that they went through all year long, as important as that was. And I want to say thank you to Carrie Aragon, our DRE, and to all of our catechists for the fine job that they do. And thank you also to the parents who have made sacrifices to get their kids here. You know, most of the time on time, you know, but getting the kids to class. Now, realize it's not easy sometimes. And yet, this day is possible because people have believed. People have said it's not just about the words that we study, it's about the deeds that we do. It's about the things that we take. We say that we are incorporated with this sacrament into the personal life of Jesus Christ. We go more deeply into the waters of baptism. It's got to shape everything that we do every single day. When you go home, and I hope you're having a good party tonight, you know, when you go home and you gather with your family, you're different. You're not the same kids who showed up here half hour or an hour ago. You are different because you have been incorporated into the life of Jesus Christ. And so all of your actions need to show it. Now that's a whip. I realize that. Okay, I can remember my mom and my grandparents said, "You said that and you just went to communion this morning." You know, because we go to communion doesn't mean we're perfect. We all still make mistakes. But we try. We work at it. We make an effort to be different. We make an effort to demonstrate in our actions what we profess with our words. Today, you share in a new way, in an intimate way, in the life of Jesus Christ. Receive the light of Christ. Receive the bread and wine of Christ. And know that you are his beloved children. Know that we look to you as examples of what the new generation of faith needs to look like. Thank you to you and to your families, but also thank you to the whole community, because the way that you live gives meaning to the words that we profess.